Next we have this question, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square. For the students, we need to know one formula from trigonometry from multiple angles. Okay, so here first let me write that formula. Cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Okay, so this will imply 2 sine square theta equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta. So here can you see that whenever there is cos 2 theta, the angle is half of this, that is the half of 2 theta is theta here. Okay, so if you notice, if the angle is cos 2 theta here, the angle is theta. So what if the angle is theta, then if the angle is theta, then here it will be the half of this angle, sine square theta by 2, the half of theta is theta by 2. Okay, so here we will use this formula in this question. Okay, so in this question, so here I can write this equals to limit x tends to 0. See, 1 minus cos x can be written as 2 sine square x by 2 whole divided by x square. Okay, I am using the formula. Okay, so now since this 2 is constant, I can write it in front. It will be limit 2 into limit x tends to 0 sine square x by 2. Now as you see here, the angle is x by 2 here, but in denominator there is only x square, so I will first try to write x by 2 whole square. Okay, now since I'm writing this 2 square by myself, so in order to balance, I will write again 2 square here. Okay, so this will be equals to 2, and since this 2 square is constant, I will take it in outside. Okay, and since 2 square is 4, so it will be 1 by 4 into limit x tends to 0 sine square x by 2 whole divided by x by 2 whole square. 1 by 2 limit x tends to 0. Now this expression can be written as sine x by 2 whole divided by x by 2 upon whole square. Okay, so now this will be equals to, as x tends to 0, then x by 2 will also tends to 0, so this will be equals to half of limit x by 2 tends to 0. Now that square can be written as sine x by 2 by x by 2 into sine x by 2 by x by 2. And since we can distribute the limit whenever the two functions are getting multiplied, so I can write this as limit x by 2 tends to 0 sine x by 2 by x by 2 into limit x by 2 tends to 0 sine x by 2 by x by 2. Okay, so this will be equal to half into 1 into 1, which will be equals to half. The answer is half for this question. Next we have limit x tends to 0 x square minus 10 2x by 10x. So here I will distribute the limit to numerator and denominator first, so it will be limit x tends to 0 x square minus 10 2x whole divided by limit x tends to 0 tan of x. Now in denominator I will divide by x, and in order to balance I will multiply by x here. Okay, so here in numerator I will distribute the limit to both the terms, so it will be limit x tends to 0 x square minus limit x tends to 0 tan of 2x whole divided by limit x tends to 0 tan of x by x into, I can distribute this limit to x also, then it will be limit x tends to 0 to x. Okay, now as you see that this portion will be 1 because the formula of this is 1. Okay, and here in numerator also I can put the value of x as 0. Okay, so then it will be equals to 0 square minus limit x tends to 0. Here in order to write this in formula, I will divide tan 2x by 2x and multiply by 2x again. So whole divided by, the first portion will be 1 into here, but I cannot put the value of x as 0 now because it can be undefined. Okay, will be equals to minus limit x tends to 0 tan of 2x by 2x into limit, I am distributing the limit x tends to 0 to 2x whole divided by limit x tends to 0 to x. I can cancel this x and x here. Okay, as x tends to 0, then 2x also tends to 0, so this will be equals to minus limit 2x tends to 0 tan 2x by 2x into, since only 2 is remaining, so I'll write only 2 divided by 1 here. Since limit x tends to 0, 1 remains in the denominator. Okay, so this will be equal to, now this portion is in the formula, so this will also be 1, so it will be minus 1 into 2 by 1, so it will be minus 2. So the answer for this question is minus 2. Next we have limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos 2x by sine square 2x. Here again we will use that formula, the formula from multiple angles. Cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So here it will be 1 minus cos 2 theta equals to 2 sine square theta. Okay, so here I will use this formula here in numerator, so it will be equals to limit x tends to 0 to sine square x by sine square 2x. Now since this 2 is constant, I will take it outside, so it will be 2 limit x tends to 0 sine square x by sine square 2x. Now as you see, both numerator and denominator have a square, so I will write sine x by sine 2x whole square, and this will be equals to 2 limit x tends to 0. Now in numerator, let me write sine x and divide sine x by x and multiply by x whole divided by sine 2x divided by 2x into 2x. I can do this. Okay, so here as you cancel this x and this x, I will cancel, equals to 2 into limit x tends to 0 sine x by x whole divided by whole square divided by sine 2x by 2x whole square, and since this 2 has a square here, it will be 4 and it will come outside. Okay, so I'm writing that 4 here in front of the limit. Now as x tends to 0, 2x also tends to 0. I'll distribute the limit to both numerator and denominator, and obviously I will cancel this. 2 under 2, 2 2s are 4, so it will be 1 by 2 limit x tends to 0 sine x by x whole square whole divided by limit 2x tends to 0 sine 2x by 2x whole square. So this will be equals to half into 1 square by 1 square, and my final answer will be half. Okay, and this portion, as I've told earlier, that there are two functions getting multiplied here, sine x by x into sine x by x, so I can distribute both this limit to both the functions. That's why I'm getting 1 square here. Okay, next question number 7, limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos 4x by 1 minus cos 5x. Again here, students, we have to remember that formula from multiple angles, and here again let me tell you that whenever there is angle 2 theta here, the angle is theta here, so we will look this way. Whatever the angle is here, the half of this angle is here, the half of 2 theta is theta. Okay, so you have to note that 1 minus cos 4x can be written as 2 sine square 2x, okay, because half of 4x is 2x. And similarly 1 minus cos 5 of x can be written as 2 sine square 5x by 2, because this 5x by 2 is the half of 5x, okay. So I will replace both numerator and denominator with this terms. So here it will be equals to limit x tends to 0 2 sine square 2x by 2 sine square 5x by 2, and here 2 and 2 are getting cancelled, so it will be limit x tends to 0. I can write this in whole square, sine 2x by sine 5x by 2 whole square. So here it will be limit x tends to 0. Now here inside sine 2x, I'll divide 2x by myself and multiply by 2x, and in denominator also I will do same way, sine 5x by 2 whole divided by 5x by 2 into 5x by 2. So this whole square equals to limit x tends to 0, and inside here you can see that x and x get cancelled. The square of this 2 will be 4, and the square of 5 by 2 will be 25 by 4. So let me write that outside, okay. So it will be 4 by 25 by 4 into sine 2x by 2x whole divided by sine 5x by 2 by 5x by 2 whole square. And as x tends to 0, 2x will also tends to 0, and 5x by 2 tends to 0, okay. And as you notice here, 4 and 4 will get multiplied. It will be 16 by 25, which I will write in front of limit. So it will be 16 by 25, and I will distribute the limit to numerator and denominator. And in numerator I will write limit 2x tends to 0 sine 2x by 2x whole square whole divided by limit 5x by 2 tends to 0 sine 5x by 2 by 5x by 2 whole square. So this will be equals to 16 by 25 into 1 square by 1 square, since they are in the formula, so it will be 16 by 25. Next we have limit x tends to 0 tan 2x minus sine 2x whole divided by x cube. So here first tan x can be written as sine 2x by cos 2x, as you know. As you know, it means sine theta by cos theta means tan theta minus sine 2x whole divided by x cube equals to limit x tends to 0. In numerator you can see sine 2x and sine 2x can be taken as common, then it will be sine 2x 1 by cos 2x minus 1 whole divided by x cube. So it will be equals to limit x tends to 0 sine 2x, then the LCM will be cos 2x, and in numerator it will be 1 minus cos 2x whole divided by x cube. Limit x tends to 0 sine 2x into 1 minus cos 2x into 1 by cos 2x whole divided by x cube. I can write this way, okay. So it will be equals to limit x tends to 0. Now this x cube can be written as x into x square. So let me write x with the sine 2x and x square with this 1 minus cos 2x. So it will be sine 2x by x into 1 minus cos 2x by x square into 1 by cos 2x. So this will equals to, now here as you notice here, if I write 2 here, if I multiply this 2 here, so I have to multiply 2 in numerator also. Okay, so this will be equals to, let me take out that 2 outside, so it will be 2 limit x tends to 0 sine 2x by 2x into, and here in numerator it is 1 minus cos 2x. Using the multiple angle formula, let me use this formula here, so it will be 2 sine square x by x square into 1 by cos 2x. So this will be equals to, now this 2 will come out here and it will multiply with this 2 and it will be 4 limit x tends to 0 sine 2x by 2x into sine square x by x square into 1 by cos 2x. Now as x tends to 0, 2x also tends to 0. Okay, so now if let me do it directly here. Let me explain you. Now I can distribute this limit to all these 3 functions. Okay, and since x is tending to 0, so 2x also tends to 0. That means this portion will be 1. Okay, and similarly if I distribute this limit to this portion, then this portion will also be 1 square, because there is a square here. Okay, and I can put the value of x as 0 in this expression. Okay, so it will be equals to 4 into 1 into 1 square into 1 by cos, let me put the value of x as 0 here in this 2x, it will be cos 0, and since we know the value of cos 0 is 1, so there is no problem. So finally I'll get the answer 4 into 1 by 1, that is 4. So answer for this question is 4. Next we have limit x tends to pi by 4 sec square x minus 2 by tan x minus 1. This question is very simple. Here we will get the answer by simply simplifying the given function. So it will be limit x tends to pi by 4 sec square x minus, now here in place of these 2, can I write minus 1 and minus 1? Okay, because that will give you minus 2 only. So it will be tan x minus 1 equals to limit x tends to pi by 4 sec square x minus, now in place of this one there is one result between sec and tan, and that is sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. So this you have to know. Okay, so now in place of this one, so I can write sec square x minus tan square x, and that minus 1, okay, by tan x minus 1. This will be equals to limit x tends to pi by 4 sec square x minus sec square x plus tan square x minus 1 whole divided by tan x minus 1. And in numerator you can see that sec square x and minus sec square x are getting 0. So this will be equals to limit x tends to pi by 4. Now here we can write tan square x and minus, now 1 can be written as 1 square divided by tan x minus 1. Now since my numerator is in the form of a square minus b square, so it will be equals to limit x tends to pi by 4. The formula for that is tan x plus 1 into tan x minus 1, that is a plus b into a minus b whole divided by tan x minus 1. Now this particular expression and this expression get cancelled, so we will only remain with limit x tends to pi by 4 tan x plus 1. Now let me put the value of x as pi by 4, then we will get tan pi by 4 plus 1, and the value of tan pi by 4, that is tan 45, is 1 plus 1 equals to, the answer for this question is 2. Next question number 10, limit x tends to pi by 4 cos x square x minus 2 by cot x minus 1. Now this question is very similar to the previous question, that is question number 9. So here also I'll break this 2 into -1 and -1, and in place of -1 I have a relation cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. So use this relation in order to get the answer. Okay, so for this question you have to do similarly, just like in question number 9. Okay, answer for this question will be 2 only. Okay, so I will leave this you as homework. Okay, so we'll do next question number 11. We have the question limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus tan x by x minus pi by 4. So this is little bit different from another question. Here we will replace this x minus pi by 4 with another variable. Okay, so let me put x minus pi by 4 equals to y. Okay, so here as x tends to pi by 4, since the question has given x is tending to pi by 4, so as x tends to pi by 4, then if I put this pi by 4 here, it will be pi by 4 minus pi by 4, then y will be 0. So I can write as x tends to pi by 4, then y tends to 0. Okay, my question will be limit y tends to 0 1 minus tan of x. So since there is x, so in place of this x, let me replace the value of x from here. So here the x can be written as, from here it will be x equals to pi by 4 plus y. Okay, so now let me replace the value of x as pi by 4 plus y, and whole divided by, since this portion I have written as y only, so I will write whole divided by y. So my question, whatever the question is now, since after replacing the value, my question is looking somewhat like this. Okay, limit y tends to 0 1 minus, now here since you can see here that this is in the form of tan a plus b, and for that we have to know the formula. So if I use this relation here, so I can write this expression as tan a plus tan b whole divided by 1 minus tan a tan b, and whole divided by y. Limit y tends to 0 1 minus, now since tan pi by 4 means tan 45 degree and the value of tan pi by 4 is 1, so let me write 1 in place of tan pi by 4. It will be 1 plus tan y whole divided by 1 minus, here also tan pi by 4 means 1, and 1 into tan y is tan y whole divided by y. Okay, now let me simplify the numerator here, so it will be limit y tends to 0, and if I take the LCM here, it will be 1 minus tan y will be the LCM, and in numerator it will be 1 minus tan y minus 1 plus tan y, and this everything is getting divided by y. So it will be limit y tends to 0 1 minus tan y minus 1 minus tan y whole divided by, now this y will come here only and get multiplied with 1 minus tan y, so it will be y into 1 minus tan y. So here in numerator you can see that plus 1 and minus 1 are get cancelled, so here it will be equals to limit y tends to 0, see, minus tan y and minus tan y will be minus 2 tan y whole divided by y into 1 minus tan y will be equals to, now since this minus 2 is constant, I can take out in front, so it will be minus 2 limit y tends to 0 tan y by y, and let me write it separately, 1 by 1 minus tan y, so it will be equals to minus 2. Now let me distribute the limit to both the terms. Okay, so it will be limit y tends to 0 tan y by y into limit y tends to 0 1 by 1 minus tan y. So it will be equals to minus 2. Now this portion is in the formula, so it is 1 directly. So 2 into 1 into, now this portion I can put the value of y as 0 here. There is no problem, so it will be 1 by 1 minus tan 0. So it will be minus 2 into 1 by 1 minus tan 0 is 0. So it will be minus 2 into 1 by 1, and the final answer for this question is minus 2. Next we have limit x tends to pi by 2 1 plus cos of 2x by pi minus 2x whole square. Here also we will replace this pi minus 2x with another variable. Okay, so let us put pi minus 2x equals to y. So as x tends to pi by 2, then y will also approach pi minus 2 into, so in place of x, let me put pi by 2 here. It will be pi by 2, and since 2 and 2 will get cancelled, it will be pi minus pi, so it will be 0. So as x approaches to pi by 2, then y approaches to 0. So my question becomes limit y tends to 0 1 plus cos of 2x. I can replace from here, as you can see, it will be 2x will be equals to pi minus y. So in place of 2x, let me write this pi minus y. So it will be cos pi minus y whole divided by, and since this denominator we have assumed as y, it will be y square. So this will be equals to limit y tends to 0 1. Now here, as you see, there is cos pi minus y. Now if you know that if pi minus y means it lies in second quadrant. Okay, pi minus theta, it lies always in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is always negative. Okay, so now the value of cos of pi minus y will be minus cos of y whole divided by y square. Limit y tends to 0 1 minus y cos y can be written as 2 sine square y by 2 whole divided by y square. Okay, so here since 2 is constant, let me put 2 in front, so it will be 2 limit y tends to 0. Now this numerator and denominator I can write collectively as sine y by 2 by y whole square. Now since the angle is y by 2 here, so here in denominator also let me make y by 2. So let me write by 2 into 2. Okay, now since this 2 and square is 4, so that 2 square, that is 4, I will write here in front. Okay, so it will be equals to 2 by 4 limit y tends to 0 sine y by 2 by y by 2 whole square. So it will be here 2 1 the 2 2 2 4, so it will be 1 by 2 into, now this whole expression can be written as 1 square. So my answer is 1 by 2, that is half. Next we have question evaluate x limit x tends to 0 x tan 4x by 1 minus cos 4x. So I will write limit x tends to 0 x into, now this tan 4x can be written as sin 4x by cos 4x into 1 by 1 minus cos 4x. So now here it will be limit x tends to 0 x into, can I write this sin 4x as sin 2 into 2x? Yes, because that is 4x only whole divided by cos of 4x into 1 by, now again here we will use the multiple angles. Since the angle is 4x, so we have to write 2 sine square 2x, because the angle half of 4x will be 2x, so it will be 2 sine square 2x. This will be equals to limit x tends to 0 x into, now since this is in the form of sine 2 theta, sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta. So if I use this formula here, so it will be 2 sine 2x into cos 2x whole divided by cos 4x into 1 by 2 sine square 2x. So as you can see here, I can cut this 2 and 2. Limit x tends to 0. Now let me separate everything with one another. Okay, it's cos 2x and cos 4x together, so it will be cos 2x by cos 4x. Okay, and as you can see here, one more thing is getting cancelled, that is sine 2x, and this square will get cancelled because there are sine 2x into sine 2x. Okay, so here we will be writing this particular x and this sine 2x together. Okay, x by sine 2x, everything will be equals to limit x tends to 0 cos of 2x by cos of 4x into, now here I can write this particular x below this. Okay, so I can write 1 by sine 2x by x. We can do this because anytime this x can go up here. Okay, so now since the angle is 2x here, so I'll write 2 here in front of this x, so it will be 2 2 2. So now this 1 by 2 is constant, so I will write in front of limit. Okay, so it will be equals to 1 by 2 limit x tends to 0 cos of 2x by cos of 4x into, let me distribute the limit also here, so it will be 1 by limit x tends to 0 sine 2x by 2x. So as you can see, this is clearly 1, so this whole expression will be going to be 1. And here in this portion, let me put the value of x directly here in cos, because it will become cos 0 by cos 0, and cos 0 is always 1. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 1 into 1 by 1. So my final answer for this question is 1 by 2. Next we have limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x into root over cos 2x whole divided by x square. So here I will rationalize the numerator, so it will be limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x into cos 2x by x squared. Let me rationalize the numerator. 1 plus cos x into cos 2x by 1 plus cos x into cos of 2x. Now since this is in the form of a minus b into a plus b, so it is a square minus b square. So it will be limit x tends to 0 1 square minus cos of x into cos of 2x whole square by x square into, let me write this separately only, 1 plus cos of x into cos of 2x. Okay, so this will be equal to limit x tends to 0. Let me simplify the numerator here. 1 square is 1 minus cos x whole square means cos square x into, and root over cos 2x whole square means cos 2x only, divided by x square. And let me separate this particular limit to this portion also. Okay, so I'll write limit x tends to 0 1 by 1 plus cos x into cos of root over cos 2x. Okay, so now this will be equal to limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos square x. Now in place of this cos 2x, let me write one formula from multiple angles only. See, multiple angles are very important. You have to remember that formula very nicely. Okay, so there is a formula cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So I will write in place of cos 2x here, so it will be 1 minus 2 sine square x whole divided by x square into, now here in this portion, let me put the value of x directly here because there is no problem. So it will be 1 by 1 plus cos 0 root over cos 2 into 0 is 0. So it will be equals to limit x tends to 0, let me open the bracket, it will be 1 minus cos square x plus 2 sin square x cos square x whole divided by x square into 1 by 1 plus, see cos 0 is 1 and root over cos 0 is also 1, so it will be 1 plus 1 equals to limit x tends to 0. Now here this particular two terms 1 minus cos square x can be written as sin square x, so it will be sin square x because we have a relation sin square theta minus sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So from here sin square theta will always be equals to 1 minus cos square theta, so I am using this relation, okay, plus 2 sin square x cos square x by x square into 1 by 2. Now since this 1 by 2 is constant, let me put in front 1 by 2 limit x tends to 0. Let me take out sin square x common here, so it will be sin square x, so inside it will be 1 plus 2 cos square x whole divided by x square. Okay, so this will be equals to 1 by 2 limit x tends to 0. Let me separate it nicely, sin square x by x square into, let me distribute this limit to here also, limit x tends to 0, 1 plus 2 cos square x, so it will be equals to 1 by 2 into this particular portion is 1 or 1 square, okay, 1 square into, and let me put the value of x here in this x, so it will be 1 plus 2 cos square 0, so it will be 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos 0 is 1, so 2 into 1 is 2, okay, so it will be 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2, so this answer for this particular question is 3 by 2. Next we have limit x tends to pi by 4 sin x minus cos x by x minus pi by 4. Here also we will replace this x minus pi by 4 with another variable, so let us put x minus pi by 4 as y. So as x tends to pi by 4, y tends to, so put the value of x as pi by 4 here, it will be pi by 4 minus pi by 4, so it will be 0, so y will tend to 0, okay. So my question will be limit y tends to 0, in numerator in place of x let us write the value from here, it will be x equals to pi by 4 plus y, okay, so it will be sin pi by 4 plus y minus cos pi by 4 plus y whole divided by y. So let us simplify the numerator. Now here in numerator this is in the form of sin a plus b, and from trigonometry we should know the value of sin a plus b, and this portion is in the form of cos a plus b. So first let me write those two formulas which we need here, that is, so in place of a I have pi by 4 and in place of b I have y. So if I use this relation here, it will be sin a cos b plus cos a sin b minus cos a cos b minus sin a sin b whole divided by y, okay, equals to limit y tends to 0. So now sin pi by 4, that is sin 45 means 1 by root 2, and cos pi by 4 means also 1 by root 2, okay, so it will be 1 by root 2 into cos y plus 1 by root 2 into sin y minus 1 by root 2 into cos y, minus and minus get plus 1 by root 2 into sin y whole divided by y. So here as you can see this portion and this portion are getting cancelled. So here in numerator we have limit y tends to 0. See, 1 by root 2 sine y plus 1 by root 2 sine y means 2 times 1 by root 2 sine y divided by y. Okay, so here let me take out 2 by root 2 in front of limit, so we will be remaining limit y tends to 0 sine y by y, and this portion obviously is 1, so my answer for this question will be 2 by root 2. You can rationalize this answer into like 2 by root 2 into rationalize the denominator. It will be 2 root 2 by 2. 2 and 2 get cancelled, so answer is simply root 2 for this question. Next question, evaluate limit x tends to pi root over 2 plus cos x minus 1 by pi minus x whole square. First let me rationalize this numerator. Okay, so it will be equals to limit x tends to pi root over 2 plus cos x minus 1 whole divided by pi minus x square into root over 2 plus cos x plus 1 by root over 2 plus cos x plus 1. So obviously the numerator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, so that will be a square minus b square, so it will be 2 plus cos x a square minus b square whole divided by pi minus x whole square. And let me write this denominator separately, 2 plus cos x. Did you notice that whenever there is cos x only, there is no problem, because if you put the value of x as 0 or x as pi, then the denominator will not get, that expression will not get undefined. Okay, so that's why I'm writing separately. So in the next step only, let us distribute this limit to this particular portion. Okay, so limit x tends to pi, so here as you can see, root and this square will get cancelled, so it will be 2 plus cos x minus 1 by pi minus x whole square. And let me write this limit separately. Limit x tends to pi 1 by root over 2 plus cos x plus 1. So now for this particular portion, let me replace the value of pi minus x as with another variable. So let us put pi minus x equals to y. So as x tends to pi, then y will tends to 0, because just put the value of x as pi here, it will be pi minus pi, so it will be 0, so y tends to 0. So it will be limit y tends to 0, and here as you can see 2 minus 1 will be 1 plus cos, there is x here, so in place of this x, from this relation I can write x as pi minus y. So let me replace with that. So let me write pi minus y here divided by, since denominator is y only, so we'll write y square into here in this portion. Now let us directly put the value of x as pi here. Okay, so it will be 1 by root over 2 plus cos pi plus 1. So it will be a limit y tends to 0 1. Now again see here, this is cos pi minus y, and pi minus y means pi minus 1 is in which quadrant? The second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos will be negative, so it will be minus cos of y by y square into 1 by root over 2 plus, now what is the value of cos pi? Now cos pi, if you know the value of cos pi, it is minus 1, so it will be minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so it will be equals to limit y tends to 0. Again here we are getting the formula from multiple angles, so 1 minus cos y can be written as 2 sine square y by 2 by y square into 1 by root over 2 minus 1 plus 1. So this 2 I will write in front, so it will be limit y tends to 0. Let me write this in bracket, sine y by 2 by y whole square into 1 by root over 1 plus 1. And since this portion also is constant, I can write in front. Okay, so it will be 2 into 1 by, so that portion will be root over 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, so it is 1 by 2, and limit y tends to 0 sine y by 2. So let me write y by 2 here in order to match with the angle up here. Okay, so it will be 2 whole square. So now it will be, since here 2 and 2 are getting cancelled, so it will be 1 only in front. But as you notice here, there is 2 and square, so this 2 square will become 4. Okay, so in front it will be 1 by 4, and limit y by 2 tends to 0 sine y by 2 by y by 2 whole square. Since as y tends to 0, then obviously y by 2 also tends to 0. So here it will be 1 by 4 into 1 square equals to 1 by 4. The answer for this question is 1 by 4. And with this, we came to an end of this portion. Okay, the trigonometric portion of this limits. Okay, in the next section we will be studying concept of left hand limits and right hand limits. Okay, but since we have done 16 questions up till here, but students, you have to practice more and more. Okay, you have to look important questions. Okay, try to solve as much as questions. Okay, so see you in next video.